I love Utah, and I've been here for over a decade. I was born in Utah, but then I grew up in California, and then I ended up back in Utah. And there's a lot of reasons why people love Utah. A lot of it has to do with the economy. Why is the economy doing so well? Well, some people can argue the economy does well because there's so many universities here. There's highly educated people here that can get good jobs. And why are there so many universities here? Because we have a large population. We have a lot of families. So there's a problem, though. Over the past decade, according to a KSL article today that came out, that Utah went from having the most births per woman to the fastest falling fertility rate in the country. And that's kind of a big deal, because if we don't have if we don't have children, we're going to be missing out on a big part of our economy, because it's the younger generation that we're going to need to purchase homes. Another thing is that the state now ranks number 10 in the fertility rate, and we used to be number 1 in the fertility rate. We also have the 9th priciest housing market in the country and the 14th highest tax burden. And we have the most child care deserts anywhere. So this article is talking about the legislative session is beginning, and this is going to be something that our legislators is going to prioritize. So this also coincides with the Salt Lake Board of Realtors housing forecast, where last week economists talked about homeowners. Homeowners as a share of young households in Salt Lake County has fallen below the national average. And this has never happened in Salt Lake County. So over the last 25 years, the homeowners ages 25 to 34 were about 50% of the market in Salt Lake County. But as of 2024, that dropped to 39%, which is lower than the national average. The national average is 40%. So it's a small difference, but it is concerning that so many young people, first-time home buyers, are just living with their parents and renting the basement with their parents. I personally helped somebody last year who was living with her parents to save money because affordability was an issue. So we need to help people buy homes. There are a lot of options, though. Like, if you are a first-time home buyer, you can get into a lot of homes. There's a lot of programs and grants, and actually new builds, new houses, you can get in for a really low monthly payment. So there are options out there, and if that is you, if you're thinking about it, give me a call.